home, over 250 tavern owners have descended on the Chief Albert Luthuli Convention Center in Durban and an Imbizo to promote the responsible use of alcohol. The Industry Association for Responsible Alcohol Use organized this event to recognize the importance of working with all stakeholders in the alcohol industry to reduce the harmful consequences of alcohol abuse in South Africa. The Taverners Imbizos are one of many initiatives by the association to educate retailers and consumers on alcohol abuse and promote a healthy relationship in which constructive dialogue can take place. And to talk about this, we are joined live from our Durban studios by Dr. Osborne Mahanjana, who is the CEO of the Industry Association for Responsible Use of Alcohol. Thank you very much for joining us. Good afternoon. Dr. Mahanjana, if you can hear me, welcome to our program.
Good afternoon, Colin. I'm having difficulties in hearing you.
All right, my apologies. We are having a slight delay with a few seconds there, but I believe you will hear my first question. Why do you have to talk about responsible use of alcohol? Don't people already know about it? What is the essence of meeting and discussing it?
I didn't get the question fully, but if I understand your question correctly, Colin, you're asking to me why are we continue talking about alcohol abuse and its consequences. And today we're holding the KZN Imbizo. We were hosting the Taverners and the Shippiners from KZN. Our main purpose was to talk to them, to sign a pledge not to sell alcohol to people under the age of 18 and not to sell alcohol to people who are obviously pregnant or people who are intoxicated. We believe that if you educate them and then you improve the awareness, and so what tends to happen is that they improve the awareness and education, and then it leads to them then to be aware of the consequences of alcohol abuse and also changes their behavior over time.
Well, alcohol is very nice to drink for some people, but others don't like it. So what, in just simpler term, is the responsible use of alcohol? Because if you drink for your purposes and I drink for mine, who has to judge who?
Okay, I think there's still a problem with the communication, but if I get your question, you're asking to who decides what is right amount for the alcohol an individual to drink. I believe there are guidelines that have been there internationally. For example, for women, it's not allowed to drink more than 2 units of alcohol, and for a man, not more than 3 to 4 units of alcohol. For example, if you take a standard meal beer bottle, which is 330 ml, it equates to 1.5 units of alcohol, which would mean then a lady or a woman cannot drink more than 330 ml of a beer or a cider, and men not more than 2 units of that.
Dr. Mahanjana, what are the various inputs that the attendees are making about the problems they encounter in the business of selling alcohol and promoting responsible alcohol use?
Yeah, the Taverners issue initially, what they are having is to firstly regularize their business. Some of them, they don't have the licenses that are necessary to operate and to sell alcohol. And some of them, so then also to work with local communities to promote responsible use of alcohol. For example, one example they normally give is that the parents themselves, they send children to go and buy alcohol. And then when they're buying alcohol now, they have to sell alcohol to this individual because they said it's been sent by the parent. And we're trying to highlight them that that behavior is not acceptable, that it is against the law, and it is also not good for their business to be selling alcohol to their children under the age of 18. And also, we're working with them to say that then if they start to comply with government regulations, it makes it easier for them when they have to renew their licenses. And also, also police enforcement jobs is made easier. So we start to see the behavior changes within the Shippiners and Tavern, because this is a third Imbizo we're hosting. We had one in Gauteng and another one in Kimberley.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us, Dr. Osborne Mahanjana, who is talking to us live from our Durban studios. He is the CEO of the Industry Association of Responsible Use of Alcohol. Right.